Hey guys, so I just got back from the theater from another double feature. Only one double feature this week. I might be going tomorrow. I'll talk about that a little later on, but I might be going tomorrow, and that'll be only one movie. Thank God, because that movie is like 2.5 hours. But anyways, before I get into my reviews, I do want to talk about the unfortunate news we got on Friday of Chadwick Boseman. Fuck, man. That literally felt like it came out of nowhere. I did not expect to hear that fucking news. When that popped up on my phone, I just screamed. I just yelled the words "What? What?" like multiple times. Like I couldn't believe what I was reading. That he died of cancer, and such a talented guy, like really talented guy. I was a big fan of his movies as an actor. I even made the joke about him for years and years and years about how he needs to stop playing famous black people throughout history. That was like his go-to role all the goddamn time, like between Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall, and James Brown. But then, of course, he did Black Panther, and damn, that was a big hit. And I like Black Panther a lot, and it sucks, man. It does. It fucking sucks. And way too damn soon for him to pass away like this. 2020 has been a shit fucking year. I'm not a fan of this year whatsoever, but all I gotta say is rest in peace and Wakanda forever, motherfucker. So, on to the, less depressing news. Let's talk about New Mutants. Well, I guess it's not much less depressing when talking about New Mutants. Fuck. I can't believe we are here talking about this movie. Honestly, I can't. I was determined going into this movie that something would happen that would prevent me from ever watching this movie in a theater, because like this movie is like cursed. Like this movie is hell. Like, I'm not making this up. Like there's probably articles upon articles upon articles about what the fuck happened to this movie. I guess if you don't know, this movie had is production troubles. I can try to sum it up in this best that I can, a short way. Basically, a trailer for this movie popped up in 2017. It's 2020, and it's being released in 2020. And we got a trailer for this in 2017. I remember getting this trailer. And it was supposed to come out April 2018. And then it got pushed back to August 2018. To April 2019. To like on and on and on. It kept being pushed back. Also, at one point, Disney just hell. When this movie was supposed to come out, 2017, Disney did not own Fox. And then when Disney owned Fox, there was rumors that were like, fuck it, we're just not even going to release this piece of shit. It's like, there was rumors they wanted reshoots, not reshoots. There was like all these conflicting issues or things going on. It was, people didn't know when this movie was coming out, if it was going to come out, if it was going to be streaming on Hulu. And then to add icing onto the top of the shit cake, this movie was supposed to come out in April. Finally, it was going to come out in April. We're finally going to see this movie. It's been like 3 years in the fucking making. And the coronavirus happened. I mean, I can't. It's like, damn, movie, that sucks. And then it had to be pushed back again. I'm like, I was determined something was going to happen. I said last week that something was going to happen between last week and this week to prevent this movie from fucking coming out. I was expecting like all the prints of this movie would be burst into flames and it would be like gone forever or something like that. It's like, I don't know what the fuck was it. I was not expecting to actually see this movie in the theater. So when I sat down and watched it, I was like, holy shit, we're finally getting this movie now. And honestly, talking about the problems this movie had is more interesting than talking about the actual fucking movie. I didn't care. I didn't like this movie one bit. I didn't. It's not going to be a shock to many. This movie wasn't very good. It wasn't. It's one of those, like, I knew it wasn't gonna be good, but also at the same time, because usually movies with this kind of trouble that this movie had never turn out good. And I was hoping to, like, maybe, even if it's bad, maybe it's a kind of like funny bad or hilariously bad or so bad it's good. It's not even that. It's just kind of there, dull, pointless. I'm going to forget about this movie. And honestly, this movie, there's no point in this movie existing nowadays, especially because of Disney owning Fox. As this is not even going to be fucking relevant. This is not even going to be at all canon when it comes to Marvel's X-Men whenever they finally put them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it was like, they just dumped this movie out just to get rid of it. So they just say, fuck it, here it is. I can name good things about it. I can. I thought the acting was pretty damn good. It's not bad. It was just, whatever. I thought the lead girl, what was her name? Blue Hunt? Her name's Blue Hunt. I'm not making it up. She is really good. I thought she was really good in this movie. This was like the first time I've seen her or anything. I looked her up and see if she was really in anything I've ever seen, and no, not really. Like, she was not bad. As this girl who is, at the beginning of the movie, her Indian reservation that she lives on is being attacked by some weird force, and she gets knocked out in the woods and wakes up in in this hospital for mutants. And she's told that she has mutant powers and everything else. Like, then she meets the rest of this group. Her relationship with Rain, that girl from Game of Thrones. I thought she was the other good part of this movie. I thought she was really good. I thought the chemistry between the two were really good. This movie is kind of historic, I think, because, and not really many people are going to mention this because, and not being mentioned a lot in this movie, because this movie just sucks, and it sucks that this is the first historic lesbian, gay, couple in a fucking superhero movie I think I've ever seen. Yeah, it's like, I think the first, at least by Marvel standards, and that's pretty fucking cool. They're full-blown lesbians. I mean, there's no other way to put it. They have a mutual attraction to each other, and they start kissing. There you go. There's no fucking ifs and buts about it. I thought their chemistry was really good. She has a pretty interesting backstory. A lot of these characters have some decent backstories, but they're not really fleshed out enough to make me care. Anna Taylor-Joy's got this weird fucking backstory where she's got this, I don't know, I just found out through Wikipedia, I don't know if this was something I missed, that she was in, like, child slavery, and she also was being attacked by these, like, things with happy face mask on. That was fucking weird. What the fuck was that? Like, I was like, what is that? Like, what is the point of that? Why am I seeing this? Like, what does this have to do with, like, these Slender Men? Basically, they're like slender, as they eventually take their mask off, and they're basically Slender Men, but with teeth, and have a happy face mask. And, like, I don't know what the fuck the point of that was. I don't at all. There's no context. They're really never explained. I would like to know. I think maybe they were probably thinking, oh, maybe we'll get sequels, but that ain't fucking happening. Explain that? I don't know. It's like, that was fucking weird. That's not really fleshed out that much. The girl, Rain, she's got this powers where she turns into a werewolf, basically. That's what she fucking turns into. Who had this weird fucking priest that would abuse her because she had mutant powers or something like that. And then she killed them. They all killed people with their powers, which is kind of fun. this movie basically is like trying to be. I can see where this movie is a mess of a film where it has some elements where it's trying to be a horror movie, but also there's elements of trying to be a Breakfast Club movie, but in a mental institution, basically. If that makes any sense. It's like, you have like the stereotypical teenage characters that you see in teenage comedies and dramas, where you got the bitchy girl with Anna Taylor-Joy, the friendly girl, and the main girl, the rebel, and Rain. You got the jock, like kind of like the who's almost like the jockey guy, who's like this rich guy, rich kid. But this movie is just, it's not that interesting, man. I was fucking tired. I was tired, and I was falling asleep throughout the majority of this movie. I couldn't care. That's the main problem with this fucking movie. I just couldn't care. Like I said, nothing's really fleshed out. It's just kind of feels like it's a movie that feels like it's dumped out just for the fuck of it. You can tell that they were trying to build a new franchise, but obviously that's not going to happen, where they keep mentioning the Essex Corporation multiple times, and like there's a guy who runs this operation that you never see, who's the main head of this organization, and obviously it's, from what I've been told, it was supposed to be Mr. Sinister. I heard John Hamm was supposed to be at one point Mr. Sinister, which would have been fucking awesome, but yeah, fuck it. And obviously they're setting this up for more sequels, but again, it ain't fucking happening now, because Marvel's or Disney's going to be rebooting X-Men next few years probably. And like, I'll say this, like, I watched the original teaser trailer and there was not much from the teaser trailer that they cut out. There's still a lot of shit from the teaser trailer that is in the final movie, which I'll give it that. Like, I expected, like, there's gonna be, like, nothing from the original teaser trailer in the movie, but there was. Because I had to look it up. I was like, and try to compare it to the movie, and yeah, it was pretty much but like it was more horror centric in that trailer. Obviously, a lot of people have said it's a lot more horror centric. This movie, like I said, the powers in this movie, like going back to like talking about the powers not really being fully fleshed out. The main girl, her powers really didn't make any fucking sense to me at all. Maybe I was not really paying attention. Maybe I was tired. Maybe that's that. But she's got like this ability to play upon other people's fears. So like she's causing like images of like things that haunt the other patients in this hospital from their past, like, you know, the smiley men from fucking Anna Taylor-Joy to the one rich kid's girlfriend who he burned alive, to the priest that the Rain girl was traumatized by. So yeah, she has that ability. Basically, it's established early on. This is kind of getting to spoilers, but then she also has a bear demon. I'm not making that up. The final act of this movie is where they're fighting a bear demon. It's what exactly it sounds like. It's a big giant bear, CGI bear. I don't know what the fuck. Like that really. I mean, I know they established her character, you know, having this bear necklace and what it meant and all that stuff like that. And they have this like monologue at the beginning about bears having two inner bears or something like that. Still, it just, I didn't expect a big giant bear to come out. Like, that was fucking lame. And how that fucking thing is defeated is really fucking lame. Oh my god, is that really lame? It's even more lame than how Pennywise was defeated in the recent It movie. That was fucking terrible. Yeah. Also, the CGI in this movie is pretty fucking bad. It is pretty fucking bad. It's there's sometimes where it wasn't too bad, but then like towards the end, like when it was the CGI bear to the Slenderman of teeth thing, it looked really bad. I'll say this about this movie: it's not as bad as like Dark Phoenix. People are calling this the worst X-Men movie. I think Dark Phoenix was worse than this, but this was just not very good. Just hurry up, Disney, and just fucking start doing your own version of X-Men and like quit with this shit. Like, they should have just fucking they should have dumped this on like Hulu, like they were talking about. This did not need to be in theaters. There was no reason for this to come out other than they need something to release. Like they just said, "Fuck it, this is gonna be a bomb." Anyway? So we're just gonna release it during the pandemic. That's pretty much what it sounded like they did. So yeah, whatever. I don't blame them. It's not worth watching. Don't fucking see this. It's not even worth the curiosity. Trailers. What the hell did I get? Oh, Death on the Nile. It's the only new trailer I got. Death on the Nile. It's a sequel to the Murder on the Orient Express, where Kenneth Branagh's character, for what his name is, I can't pronounce it. He was the best part of that movie. And it's an adaptation of the Death on the Nile book, which I never read. But I'm looking forward to it. It looks like it's got like Murder on the Orient Express had a big ensemble cast. This one has one too, with Gal Gadot being in there. For who else? But it looks good. It looks like it'd be fun. I'm looking forward to it. But as far as trailers, and don't go see New Mutants. I have one more review to do, and until then, I'll talk to you guys later.